Hello everyone. So I know we are in the midst of fall, but holiday season is coming literally right around the corner. And with holiday season comes a lot of holiday releases, holiday book releases. So I'm going to share with you some holiday book releases that I'm really interested in, that I hopefully plan to read, and hopefully just to put on your radar. So you guys know I love holiday books. I even have a readathon where I kind of base it around holiday books, and a lot of you guys have asked me, am I doing Tis the Seasonathon this year? And sadly, no, I'm not, because I just can't right now. If you don't know, I have a newborn child and I also have a 7-year-old son. So it's just a lot. So we're going to take a hiatus for this year. And that's okay. There's plenty of other amazing holiday readathons that you could participate in. I'll link them down below, but we should hopefully resume next year. This year, I just need a little bit of a breather because, you know, my baby doesn't nap, my kid's a lot to handle. It's just a lot for me to juggle all at once, and I don't want to add something else to my plate. Hopefully you'll be okay with that. So yeah, like I said, today we're talking about some holiday book releases. There is a lot of holiday book releases that are coming out this year, and I want to share, 10 or so that are really interesting to me and that I hopefully plan to read. These are definitely not all of the holiday books that are coming out, but these are the ones that are kind of on my radar and hopefully will be on yours as well. I try to do them chronologically too. So in September 28th, one that's been out for quite some time is Meet Me in London by Georgia Talufo. Hopefully I pronounced that right. This is all about an inspiring clothes designer, Victoria, who spends her day working in a bar in Chelsea and then spends her nights kind of designing clothes, and she wants more. And then we also follow Oliver, who is not having the best Christmas of his life. His family's new London store is opening up soon, and it's behind schedule. And on top of all that, his mother is like saying, when are you gonna girlfriend? When are you gonna introduce me to your girlfriend? He's like, I don't have a girlfriend. And then Oliver, of course, meets Victoria, and of course they come up with this proposition. If she pretends to be his girlfriend for just the holiday season to appease his mother and stuff like that, he will be able to have her showcase her designs for the whole world to see. So of course, it's kind of like a fake dating holiday romance trope. It sounds super cute, so be sure to put this on your list if you're interested in, kind of a fake dating holiday book. Next up is Kissing Under the Mistletoe by Susan Inach, and I believe this actually is a whole bunch of authors, also coming out September 28th. This is like a book of short stories, book of holiday short stories, historical romance holiday short stories, I should say. And this is from the Scottish Highlands to the bustle and tussle of from the bustle and tussle of London to a hotel on the outskirts of town. Three short stories, I should say. Unforgettable authors bring the joy of Christmas romance. So I really love short stories, especially during the holiday season. I just adore them, and your girl needs to read more historical romance. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll get to this one. Next up is one that sounds really interesting to me, and that is called The Matzo Ball by Jen Meltzer, which comes out September 28th. So this is about a character named Rachel, who's a nice Jewish girl, but she doesn't really like Hanukkah, or she just doesn't like, celebrating it. She writes a lot of Christmas romance books. That's her job. She's a Christmas romance author. For a decade, she has hidden her career as a Christmas romance novel from her family because they're all Jewish. But then her publisher's like, you know what? You're Jewish. You need to write a Hanukkah-inspired romance. And Rachel's like, I really don't know anything about that. So, she decided to do some research. So she goes this thing called the Matzo Ball, hopefully I pronounced that right, a Jewish music celebration on the last night of Hanukkah, even if it means working with her summer camp arch enemy, Jacob. And so basically, it's about her rediscovering her roots of being Jewish and celebrating Hanukkah because she loves Christmas, but she's Jewish, so she's in a conundrum. But it sounds really fun and very interesting, and I haven't read a Jewish, holiday romance book. I've read a lot of books where the characters are Jewish and they celebrate Hanukkah and things like that, but I haven't really read a Hanukkah-inspired romance book, so I am super excited for this one. Next up is one that sounds like the movie The Holiday Switch, which is an okay movie. I think a lot of people really love it. I find it kind of so-so. I think the best part of it is the beautiful cinematography of winter and kind of countryside London, countryside England. That's just me. But anyway, The Holiday Swap by Maggie Knox. So this is about two characters. Chef Charlie Goodwin gets hit on the head on the LA set of a reality baking show. She loses her ability to taste and smell, which obviously is a big deal if you are a chef. Meanwhile, her identical twin Cass is frantically trying to hold her own life together back in their quaint mountain hometown while running the family's bakery and dealing with a breakup that just won't end. With only days until Christmas, they decide to do something they haven't done when they're kids. You know, they decide to do a switch, you know, the classic twin switch. I live your life, you live mine. And of course, they'll probably fall in love with other people and things like that. It's the classic kind of movie. You can see the trajectory of where it's going miles away, but will it be a cute time? Probably. And so yeah, I think they both fall for people, and it just sounds adorable. Like, I don't know, holiday books just get me, and they get me every time. This one sounds cute. Like I said, it reminds me of the Holiday Switch, only this one, is that even called the Holiday Switch or just called the Switch? Is that even what the movie's called? No, it's called The Holiday. Oh my gosh, my mind is just done. Either way, it sounds really adorable. Next up is Nick and Noelle's Christmas Playlist by Cody Hall. This one sounds super cute. So this one is about Nick who, Christmas at home is going nothing as planned. He was supposed to have a great holiday with his longtime girlfriend, and then he learns that she cheated on him while he was overseas, so she's horrible. And so at least he can rely on his usual shift at the family Christmas tree farm with his best friend, Noelle. And of course, the unthinkable happens. They kiss. It just feels so right. So this is all about best friends that have been best friends for so long, and finally their feelings for each other have woken up on this holiday season. And I love a good friends to lovers trope. Throw in the holiday season on a Christmas tree lot, like I'm there. I'm so there. Next up is another really awesome one, and that is A Holly Jolly Diwali by Sonia Lally. So this one is all about a character named Nikki, who is a type 1 data analyst and a type A data analyst, and she discovers her free-spirited side on an impulsive journey from bustling Mumbai to the gorgeous beaches of Goa, and finds love waiting for her on Christmas morning. So this one obviously talks about the holiday Diwali, which I have yet to read about. So I'm so excited to read about it because I've never read about it. I don't know much about it, so I'm eager to learn about it, and it's just gonna be awesome because holiday romances are more than just Christmas. There is definitely more than that. There's just so many amazing different celebrations that we should immerse ourselves in and learn more about. So this one sounds amazing. I've yet to read a book by this author, but this might be my first, and I'm super excited about it. Next up is Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. I love Tessa Bailey. She writes steamy romantic reads, and so the fact that she's writing a holiday steamy romantic read, I'm just really there for. So this one is about, it's 2 weeks before Christmas, and all the shop windows are decorated, and basically there's this one department store that's decorated, and this girl is looking at it, and a charming guy comes up to her. He's like, hey, what do you think of the window display? And she's like, it's not good. It's really bad. And of course he owns the place. And so he put me on the spot. Now I'm working for that man, trying to ignore the fact that he's hot. But as down on her luck girl with a difficult past, I know that's an opportunity when I see one, and I have to make it last. So I'm guessing she'll have to impress him, change the window up. I don't know. It doesn't sound really much of a premise for a holiday book, but it's Tessa Bailey, and I fly through those books like nobody's business. So eagerly excited for this one. And then we have A Season for Second Chances by Jenny Bayless, and this is about a character named Annie whose spark for life has fizzled out. Sorry, I'm reading notes. Her kids are grown up, her restaurant's fine, and her 26th marriage has come to an unceremoniously end. Like, she's just kind of like just bleh. She arrives in Willow Bay. Annie is enamored by the charming house and the town's rich seasonal traditions. Not to mention her neighbors receive her with open arms. That is all except the one surly nephew. And basically, as Christmas approaches, tensions and tides rise in Willow Bay, and Annie's future seems less and less certain. And then, of course, holiday spirit kind of happens. I read a holiday book of hers last year. It was okay. I'd say it's kind of like a small town, not much romance, which we all know I love romance books. There's just not much to them other than kind of character development, which is great, and just kind of a small town vibe. So in case you're into those things, I would check this one out. This one is maybe I'll read it, maybe I won't kind of thing. One YA book actually that I want to read, and that is So This Is Christmas by Tracy Andreen. And this one I don't know much about. It's about Finley who decides to go home to Christmas, Oklahoma. Oh wow, is that real? For the holidays. The last person she expects to see there is Archer, who is a fellow student at a New England prep school. Arthur is, Arthur is Finley thinks an uptight Brit who hardly knows she exists. And so basically they have to spend, I think they spend their holiday at her inn or something like that, and get in the holiday spirit with Finley, Arthur, and the folks of Christmas in the sparkling Yuletide tale. It sounds cute. Like I said, I don't need to know much about holiday books, just as long as they sound cute, kind of a romantic, and I'm sold. Those are just some of the holiday books that I have my eyes out for that I really want to read this year, that I'm even going to try to read early, like in November right now, and to try to give you guys a feeling of what to check out and what not to check out. I would love to know if you know of any new holiday books that are coming out this year. Please leave them in the comments below, because I'm sure I miss them, because I always miss them, because that is the name of the game when it comes to me. And either way, I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.